So, if you've been trying to make AI videos lately, you know this feeling. You get one shot that is just perfect. The lighting's great, the composition is spot on. You think, yes, I finally cracked it. And then, well, then the frustration starts.
You go to generate the very next shot in your sequence, and boom, your main character is a complete stranger. It doesn't even look like the same person. Sound familiar? It feels less like a creative tool and more like you're just playing the AI lottery, pulling a slot machine handle and just hoping for a win.
And that really is the problem, isn't it? It's an AI slot machine. You regenerate, then you regenerate again. You're burning through tons of credits, just praying that one of these pulls will give you a character that actually looks consistent. It turns what should be a creative process into a total game of chance.
I mean, just look at the current workflow. It's chaos. You're probably writing your script in ChatGPT, making images in Midjourney, trying to animate them in Runway or Pika, and then you have to stitch these tiny 4-second clips together in Premiere. It's a mess. The dream, of course, is doing all of that in just one place.
Well, this is where a new tool called Flova AI steps in, and they're calling themselves the first all-in-one AI video agent. Now pay attention to that word agent. It's really important. This isn't just another generator tool. It's designed to be a system that manages the entire production for you.
So what in the world is an AI video agent? Well, think of it like an automated director for your project. It literally handles everything from writing the script and creating a storyboard to making sure your characters stay consistent, and even generating the music and voiceover. It treats video creation like an actual production pipeline.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. Let's look under the hood. Flova is integrating some of the biggest names out there. For video, we're talking about models with the power of Sora 2 and Google's Veo. For images, you've got top-tier stuff. For audio, it's using Suno for music and ElevenLabs for voiceovers. And the brain that pulls it all together? That's powered by things like Gemini.
And this is what makes that agent idea so powerful. Flova doesn't just hand you a toolbox and wish you good luck. Nope. The agent actually makes smart decisions for you, picking the best model for each specific scene. That means you get to focus on the creative side of things, and it handles all the technical headaches.
Okay, this next part is what I think is the real game changer here. Flova has a feature they call skills. And honestly, the best way to think about it is like having a professional assistant director built right into the software.
This chart just says it all, right? On one side, you have the old way, these stiff 4-second clips, that insane character drift where nobody looks the same for more than a few seconds. But on the other side, with Flova's skills, you're getting dynamic 12-second sequences where your character's look is locked in. The result? A smooth story, not just a bunch of random, jarring cuts.
Let's break down that first big skill, dynamic multi-shot cutting. So instead of a boring, static 4-second clip, it uses the power of models like Sora 2 to create these longer 12-second sequences that feel like a real montage. You get natural camera moves, transitions, a real cinematic flow.
And here's the secret sauce for fixing that character drift problem. It uses something called visual anchors. Before it even starts generating the video, it uses an advanced image model to lock in the character's face and other key details. This gives the video model a crystal clear reference to work from, making sure your hero looks like your hero in every single shot.
The second skill is so simple, it's genius. It's called end-to-start frame continuity. All it means is that the very last frame of one clip automatically becomes the very first frame of the next one. It's a beautifully simple way to get a perfectly seamless flow.
I mean, just think about what this does. Let's say your character reaches for a doorknob in one scene. Normally, you'd have to fight with the AI to get the next shot to match up. With this skill, Flova just does it. Scene B starts with their hand already on the knob. No more awkward jumps, no more jarring cuts. It just works.
Okay, so we've talked about the tech and the cool features, but what's it actually like to use this thing? Let's walk through how you go from just a simple idea in your head to a finished, cohesive video.
The whole process is actually pretty simple. You start with the prompt, and you can just talk to it conversationally. From there, the agent does all the prep work. It writes a script, it creates a storyboard, then comes the execution where it generates all the consistent assets. And finally, you get a simple timeline to tweak things before you export.
And you really don't need to be a prompt engineering genius. You can literally just say something like, I want a warm coffee shop video. You know, a barista steaming milk, cozy vibes. The agent gets it. It'll plan the shots, lock in the barista's look, and even pull in some nice background jazz from Suno to set the mood. It does the heavy lifting.
So you might be asking yourself, okay, who is this actually for? And the answer is pretty much anyone who needs to create video content, from solo creators all the way up to big agencies.
YouTubers and other creators are a huge chunk of the user base, using it for things like quick B-roll. Marketers are using it to rapidly create and test ad ideas. Filmmakers can use it for pre-visualization to map out their shots, and you've even got educators and game developers using it to create content without a whole production crew.
But you know, the common thread connecting all these different people is simple. This is for anyone who wants professional-looking results without having to become a technical expert on a dozen different AI models.
All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. How do you get your hands on it? What does it cost? And what's the final verdict? Is this really the game changer it claims to be? Okay, so right now, Flova is in beta, which means you've got to join a waitlist to get in. It runs on a credit system with different actions costing different amounts. There are several plans, from starter to pro, and this is super important. The paid plans get you watermark-free exports and full commercial rights, which is a must-have for any serious work.
So here's the bottom line. By taking the best-in-class AI models and adding that incredibly smart assistant director layer on top, Flova is making a serious attempt to end the AI lottery. It's trying to replace total randomness with intentional, thoughtful filmmaking.
And it really makes you think, right? If this is the kind of control and consistency we can get now, are we starting to see the end of purely random AI video generation as we know it? That's a pretty exciting thought.